seeming like that domino effect is definitely taking shape. Because I know I just did a video talking about Vin Diesel being accused of SA over 13 years ago by his former assistant, who was only his assistant for about 2 weeks. Now we follow up with this story involving Method Man, who allegedly back in the 90s was assaulting this woman, according to her. And I'm just sitting here saying to myself, here we go again. Here we go again. Many people on social media are asking if legendary Wu-Tang Clan rapper Method Man, age 52, assaulted a woman back in his 90s heyday after a TikToker dropped a blind item on her profile. Jaden Steele casually lay on a bed full of blue pillows this week and dropped a major bomb on Monday, December 18th. You guys want to know the reason why all of these people are coming forward now telling their stories and they didn't do it in the past? The woman said regarding the boldness of the Me Too movement that has dominated headlines for the past few years. The former model alleged that she was physically attacked by a large rapper who was at the top of his game in the 90s. She added he was currently an actor working more on screen than in the booth. People wondered if it was LL Cool J, Ice-T, or Method Man. Now that's the part right there that would make me side-eye this, the way that she described it when she says a large rapper. That could be anybody, but then she scaled it down to a person who's currently working as an actor. She goes on to say, this man attacked me. I defended myself. 10 squad cars were pulled up to the hotel because we tore that B up. She said, though 5 officers came and got statements from her, not one police report was written about the incident. I worked for attorneys at that time in New York because my attorneys represented the head of the record label he was on. They told me to pick my battles, she said, adding, you want to know why? That's why. Still never mentioned a name in her 1-minute video, but one person in her comment section immediately suggested the Grammy-winning artist's name since he was the biggest star of one of the hip-hop's biggest groups. Is it Method Man? I'm just saying, one person asked, until which she immediately replied, yes. Someone said, Lord, not Method, drops to knees in pain. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Another wrote, like, hold on. Y'all are instantly believing this story without any type of facts behind it. Like, the person asked, was it Method Man? And this woman says yes. And they're like, oh God, not Method Man. Like, how do you even know that this story is even true? It is so many gullible people on this internet. It's ridiculous. It's still people out there that think that Jonathan Majors was found guilty of DV when that wasn't even any of the 4 charges that he was hit with. But anyway, you know what? Let's continue. After the controversy made its way to the X platform, a few people said they felt sorry that she went through this. One person wrote, I don't put nothing past nobody and it's plausible why there would be no police report, but yet again, it's like, what now? However, not everyone sided with the woman. One person wrote, I don't know, a black man in the 90s attacks a woman and a squadron of police officers come and that black male isn't arrested. Is there a difference 90s this occurred in, like 2090? Method Man has not responded to these accusations that surfaced subsequent to Sean P. Diddy Combs facing 3 lawsuits accusing him of SAing women, including his former girlfriend. On November 16th, Cassandra Cassie Ventura filed a 35-page lawsuit against the music mogul detailing nearly a decade of mental, physical, and SA by the former Bad Boy Records founder. Within 24 hours of the lawsuit being filed, the 54-year-old settled with Ventura, triggering a wave of other purported victims to come forward following her example. Enough is enough, Diddy wrote. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. He continued, let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean P. Diddy Combs. Diddy has since turned off the comments of his Instagram page. So that's the whole article right there. But yeah, there's people already ready to believe this woman's story just because someone asked, was it Method Man? And she said yes, which we don't know if that's even true or not. We don't even know how true her story is. And then you got people over there falling over it already. See, this is the curse of believe all women. So it's basically now you can get on a camera or put something out there and say somebody did something to you how many years ago. And mind you, this is the 90s. They didn't even specify when in the 90s this allegedly happened. They just said the 90s. You do know the 90s, like every other decade, ran for 10 years. So when did it happen? Exactly, because Wu-Tang was in the early 90s. So when, like, she didn't even specify a year. You couldn't even remember what year it was. It was just in the 90s. And it was a quote unquote large rapper that does mainly music. I mean, not mainly television, right? Or mainly is an actor now. She just said an actor, but she didn't specify if it was television or movies or a mixture of both. See, she left it wide open, and all someone had to do was ask, was it Method Man? She said yes, and now you got people on her page in the comment section saying, oh, I can't believe it. Like, are y'all that gullible? Really? I think that's the part that like irks me the most, is how easy so many people are falling for it simply because of who it is or who it allegedly is, or the person in that particular industry. It is also such a stereotypical thing. Large rapper back in the 90s, so on and so forth. Of course, they're talking about a black man. See, again, this is the rise. This is like the rise again of the big black boogeyman trope. Now, again, it's not saying that no one out here is having these things happen to them, but a lot of them are definitely looking for a payout. They're definitely looking for a payday. It just blows my mind how so many people can put some of these stories out there and it's instantly believed. Like, it just had to happen. Like, y'all were like bumping their music, listening to their music, watching their performances, watching them in movies and television, all these type of things, and on the flip of a switch, someone can say something with no proof behind it, no facts behind it, just something they put out there, and boom, it's instantly believed. The person who made the video didn't even put the person's name. Like, they were speaking like around it, or they were trying to speak in code, hoping people would find out, and they did that intentionally. Again, because they didn't put a name, that means you could just do anybody's name out there. That person could have, the person who left the comment could have easily said, was it LL Cool J, was it Ice-T? And that person probably would have said yes to those as well. Like, again, it's left really vague. It's very broad. But you have people that instantly just believe it at the drop of a hat, because it just had to be them. I do, for one, do not believe this woman's story. I really don't. Because guess what? This is now opening up a door to this. The door is practically already open for many other people to do the same exact thing. In my opinion, this is just one big extortion thing going on here. But you know what? This is how a lot of them, they did with the Me Too thing. This is how they did it then. And then, it kind of went silent for a little bit, a little bit dim. Now it's reemerging, and guess who they're leading at with the forefront? Because when they kicked off Me Too, they started off with Harvey Weinstein, but then they started to segue into who they really wanted to go after, which was black men. But now this is starting off again and leading directly with who they want, because now they got in their groove. So yeah, I'm gonna just say it right now. I do not believe this woman's story until I hear or see more things come out that is actually believable, with some actual facts behind it and some real receipts. I'm not taking this woman at her word. I'm sorry, you people can feel how they feel about what it is that I said, but I'm not all for that hashtag believe all women. I'm hashtag believe the receipts. Bring the receipts. When you bring some receipts, then maybe I will listen to you. But until then, this is nothing more than attention seeking and trying to get money. Especially now with Method Man being on one of the Power spinoffs. So, he's getting money from over there as well. And I'm sure he has other endorsements that he's doing too. So it's not like he's just sitting on his ass, trying to relive the old days of his, of his Wu-Tang days or his Method Man and Redman days. So yeah, this to me just screams money grab. But like I said, This right here is like the resurgence right here. This is like the reawakening, so to speak. Again, I just talked about Vin Diesel. Now we're talking about Method Man. I guess the better question to ask, and the unfortunate one too, is who's next?